Don't mind as I do. Here we go. These are the 10 Democrats that voted to censure Al Green, okay? So, Amy Barra, Ed Case, Jim Costa, Lauren Gillen, Jim Himes, of course, Jim Himes, you fucking corrupt piece of shit. Chrissy Houlihan, of course. Marcy Cap, Jared Moskowitz. You know what I love about Jared Moskowitz is that he pretends to be the resistance. Like when you watch his little hearings and he'll act like he's like a big, Democrat who's standing up to Trump and the powers that be for his Twitter clips. He voted to censure Al Green as well. Marie Gluesenkamp Perez, what a fucking hack. This is the clown that ran and pretended to be like a regular person that was pro-worker and pro-working class. But she's censuring a Democrat, a fellow Democrat, because he yelled. Like, that's what this is. I really want you guys, and Tom Suozzi, because of fucking course. He's the corrupt piece of shit from New York that tried to run for governor, failed, and then went back in and ran for office again. So something you guys will notice here is that all their numbers are listed. I think that everybody who sees this video and share it to your friends and your mom should call them and let them know exactly how you feel about this. Because this is the so-called resistance, folks. Do you remember how before the election, they said that fascism was afoot? That it was the end of our democracy if Trump won? So we really should be asking ourselves the question, if you are really so concerned about a Trump presidency and you are really so concerned about democracy, why are you aiding and abetting the fascists? That's the question they should all have to answer. Why are you aiding and abetting the Republicans? Why are you helping them? Because you guys remember this, right? When they were yelling like animals, like fucking hyenas during Biden's State of the Union, did they get censured? No, of course not. Of course not. It never even came up. It was never even a question. No one was like, oh, you should censure them as they interrupted the State of the Union and hooting and hollering like fucking chimpanzees, okay? It was never even a question. No one was like, oh, you should. It didn't even come up. No one was even calling for it, okay? So this is the asymmetry we're dealing with, folks. On the right, you have them doing this shit and it doesn't even come up. But then on the left, the Democratic side, you have them calling to censure Al Green for literally just yelling before the State of the Union, you don't have a mandate to cut Medicare. Like, that's all he did. And they kicked him out and censured him, and Democrats joined them. That's what I feel like people just don't understand. The Democrats don't understand as they continue to defend them, is that it's like, all of this is brought to you by the Democrats. They cannot get away with this shit without the aiding and abetting of the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party regularly helps the Republicans fuck you over. And there's more where that came from, because I got 2 other videos I'm working on right now that I wasn't able to post yet because I was on my live earlier, of them helping the Republicans to fuck you over. Yeah. There's more. More of them, instead of doing anything to fight them, to oppose this agenda, to oppose the GOP, they are working to help them fuck you over. This is supposed to be the opposition party, the party that stands in between you and the destruction of our fucking government by these ghouls. These lunatics are trying to fucking loot the place and destroy the entire infrastructure of the government. And the Democrats, rather than being the resistance they're supposed to be, rather than standing in the breach and defending the American people, they're fucking helping them. Blue MAGA, I'm gonna need you to wake up.